Yes, I do. I really try my best to tell good stories. You know, a good song is not only a good melody, especially for the kind of music I play, which is very much with the stories in focus as well. So I try my very best to try to tell those stories the best way I can, so people can like take them in and make their own stories. So yeah, that's what I'm aiming for, at least. I hope I'm succeeding. I really believe to tell a good story, it has to come from you. So like when I start a song, I am using myself and my own emotions, but through that also trying to tell something that I believe that people can relate to. So when a song is written, it is not mine to keep anymore. It's a part of. It's not a part of only me anymore. It's a part of whoever is listening. So what I'm really hoping and aiming for is that people then take the songs in and create their own stories. Because I believe that is a good story. You know, if you only tell stories for yourself, why should people even care about the songs? So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Exactly, and that is what music can do when it's best. So when I experience that people take it in like that, you know, that's like the best thing I can think of. That's really also a big part of why I'm doing this, because it's so magical to share that, and that you kind of feel. It's a little hippie-ish, but like feel totally united when you are on stage and doing this, and you feel like. You know, it's not really about you, it's not about me when I'm there and when I sing, it's about everyone, and it's about those people who feel it and take it in. I started writing songs when I was very young. I think I was around 11, 12 years old, and at that time, as all of us, we're just trying to find our place in the world. It's a very confusing time, so it started with me I needed to express something, and I wasn't really sure about what it was. So that was how it started, and then so at the beginning it was very much, you know, I kind of just put myself in my own room and just started to write these songs, and then when it really started making sense, when I knew that it was something I wanted to do for the rest of my life, was at the point where I started sharing it and experiencing that space you create with people. So now that is definitely a big part of why I continue to do it, because being a musician and a songwriter is like, it's a struggle a lot of the time, so you really need to be sure that what the purpose of it is, what you do, why you do it. You need the passion, and yeah, to experience that bond you create with other people, and also just, you know, that is also why I love going to new territories, as for example Poland, because that is really in the end what I want to do. I want to build up a bigger audience in different countries, so I get to travel and see how people react differently to the songs. It's always a new cultural experience when you go somewhere new. For example, the United States is it's another vibe. You get there and it's like people express their emotions a lot. So when you play it, it's like very, you know, very expressive in their way of like telling you how their experience with your music was. And for example, in Germany, it's more subtle. It's more like it's just another way of them liking it, and they're more like listening. So sometimes in the beginning, when I played in Germany, I thought that they didn't like it because it was very much like stone-faced, and when they said they liked it, it was like, that was very, very amazing. You know, very like, and you're like, so you liked it? I now know that it is because like it's just another way of experiencing music, and so I'm really looking forward to see how the Polish audience are. It's actually there's a big discussion, like it's just going on now again in Denmark, and it was also going on a few years ago. But I must say, because there is such a focus on it, I think it's really blooming right now, and women are really being recognized in the music, on the music scene. It's really hard to answer because I'm not even sure how it looks in the rest of the world, because I do think if we take all the musicians in the whole world, there would still be more men. But in Denmark especially, it's very hard to say why, but I think we have this thing called Genialną. I don't know if you heard about it, but it's like a thing where it's really like you don't make a big deal out of yourself, don't be pushy about your talents. So I guess that maybe some girls, when you are younger especially, are more like, we can't be, you know, playing drums, playing guitar, it's an expressive thing to do. So if you don't see any girls doing that, you might, you know, hold back a little. That was at least what I did until I was like, I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna get through it and show that I'm strong, and I wanna play music, so I play music. So the women that play music are also, I believe, very strong women. We're all strong women, so I really believe it is changing, yeah. Because people are seeing more and more how normal it is to express yourself.